Hey, good morning, everyone. I'm coming to you again with a real quick short. I want to talk about a dream that kind of references Isaiah 51. I actually have a few dreams, but I'm going to just share one dream that I had, or maybe even two. A dream that I had back in 2022, I want to say. No, not 2022, 2023, or 20, wait, end of 2023. So I was in bed, sleeping, obviously, and I felt like I was removed from my bed and taken into the sky. And it felt so surreal. I was brought up to an aerial view, and I was able to see the whole entire United States. What I saw, I'm going to let you know right now who was with me was our Father, our King, Yahuwah. He was on my right side. He was on the right of me. I couldn't see him. He never lets me see him when I have dreams. It's basically, though, I know he's right there, but he's always on the right-hand side of me. And when he speaks to me telepathically. So I just want to share a dream. So he had said to me, he was showing me what was to take place in Babylon, because the United States is the Babylonian nation, one of them, but we are far greater than most because of the sins, because of the wickedness, and how we have led astray many other nations. We have caused nations to drink of the wine of our wrath. I mean, we have just done a lot to so many people. We continue to put our noses where they shouldn't be put, start up wars that we shouldn't be starting, getting involved with other nations that we shouldn't be getting involved with, causing oppression for other countries, causing them to lose their livelihood. And that's why Babylon, which is us, will get it 10 times worse. So let me explain with this dream, what he showed me. So I was standing, I was above, and I saw everything. And what I saw that was coming to this country, this nation, was destruction. Everything was dismantled. I saw darkness. I saw death. I saw no buildings standing. I saw no houses standing anymore. I saw people running to and fro. I saw like darkness, I can't even explain the darkness. It was kind of like darkness that I had never seen before in my entire life. I saw like a black goo, soot, like something that, I feel like what happened was, many things that brought this nation down. It was not just war, which, by the way, is coming to America. I hate to say this, but it is coming. And darkness, like the darkness that's coming, the demonic realm. Okay, if you haven't noticed, the spiritual has come into the natural, and we will eventually see things that we've never seen before. I've been seeing things since I was young. So, and hearing things and conversations, I'm not going to say it's unfortunately. I'm not going to say I unfortunately have been given this the means to be able to see. It's something that I never wanted, so I've always used to avoid it and not talk about it. But honestly, this is the time to talk about it. The Father has given me certain gifts, I'll say. I guess they're gifts. I never thought of them that to be that way. But so I've always been able to see since I was about 4 years old, and maybe even younger. I just don't remember. But I have been able to see things, and I have had to wrap my head around certain things as I was getting older. And a lot of times I would shut things out because I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't want people to know. I didn't want people to be like, oh, you're crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. No, that's not true. I've always had this. It's not that I was crazy. It's that I just didn't want to talk. I didn't want to share it because, yeah, I did think about that. But in reality, I didn't realize that, he was showing me. He was allowing me to see things so that maybe I could prepare myself for what is coming. I don't know. But all I know is, let me get back to the dream and I'll explain. So, we are going to be seeing things that are going to come out into the open. Okay, this alien disclosure. They're not aliens. I will say this again. They are demons. Okay, under the guise of aliens. Okay, they're not aliens. Just so you know. We will see giants. We will see Nephilim. We will, because in Ecclesiastes. I don't have the actual verse, but it does talk about what has happened in the past, in the days of old, will happen again. There is nothing new under the sun. So anyway, getting back to this dream really quick, he showed me the decimation of the United States. And I was so taken by what I saw and all the bodies and everything. I was just so broken down and so scared. I cried out and I says, why are you showing me this? Father, why are you showing me this? I don't want to see this. And I said, this is America. And he said, yes. He goes, your time has come, daughter. He goes, your time has come. And not speaking specifically to me, there are people here that love him and that he will preserve and he will protect if that's what he chooses to do. But this is going to be the time of darkness. And the only way you can get away from this or be covered is by coming back to him if you have left your first love, who is Yahusha. You have to submit to him and surrender and come back down to your knees and repent and ask him to show you and to open up your eyes. You may even have a gift that you've shut down, that you just didn't want anything to do with because, you didn't know how to take it. You don't know why you see these things. Well, maybe it's because he's trying to give you, to open your eyes to the things that, there are gifts that he gives us. And maybe, if we choose to use them, that's great. But if we choose not to, well, I don't know. But you have to come to him and talk to him and ask him to show you, for him to give you his wisdom and to direct your path. But anyway, getting back to the dream. So I cried out to him and I said to him, why are you showing me this, Father? I don't want to see this. This is breaking my heart, Basically, he said, there is a coming destruction to your land, daughter. Please be prepared. The reason why this is coming is because the sins of your nation are so horrific in the eyes of our Creator that they have reached the heavens courts, and he will no longer tolerate this. Now, this was a few years ago. Now, we got to remember that our Abba does not live in time. He lives outside of time. So a day is like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is like a day. That's what he tells us in his word. And I'm going to read some of this. I mean, there's more to the dream, but I won't get into it. I don't have that much time on here. So I'm going to just quickly read Isaiah. And it says, thus says Yahuwah, see, I am stirring up the spirit of the destroyer against Babel. So what he is saying is he's getting ready to get people, the people that already can't stand the United States, he is preparing them. He's putting it in the hearts of those people to come against us to fulfill his purpose. And that's also stated in Revelation 18. And it says, I'm stirring up a spirit of destroyer against Babel, against those who dwell in Leb, my opponents. And I shall send strangers to Babel, who shall scatter her and empty her land, for they shall be against her all around in the day of evil. Let the archer draw his bow, and let him stand ready in his armor. Do not spare her young men. Put all her army under the ban, and the slain shall fall in the land of Casdim, and the pierced through in her streets. For neither Yisrael nor Yehuda is whittled by Elohim, Yahuwah of hosts, though their land has been filled with sin against the set-apart ones of Yisrael. Flee from the midst of Babel, and let each one save his life. Do not be cut off in her crookedness, for this is the time of vengeance of Yahuwah, the recompense. He is repaying her. So he's going to be repaying this nation for all the evil that this nation has caused upon other nations and all the sin that's ramping up to the heavens courts. It says Babel was a golden cup in the hand of Yahuwah. So we were once a great nation because we honored him. No longer are we that nation. Making drunk all the earth. The nations drank of her wine. That is why the nations went mad. Babel shall suddenly fall and be broken. Howl for her. Take balm for her pain. If so be, she might be healed. We would have healed Babel, but she is not healed. Let us leave her and each go to his own land. For her judgment reaches to the heavens and is lifted up to the clouds. So with that, I just want to say, I will come back with some more dreams, but I did want to share this because it's so important. And I hope you all have a wonderful day and pray like never before. I will talk to you soon.